a separate one is how to put back here on Denman, but Nebraska, how do you pronounce it? I know in the last video I said to pick back up in fall harvest, but as you can see by the map here, we're done with harvest. Completely done. Besides, just got to plow a couple fields and get bales picked up and put some lime down. We are done. When I said that, I mean completely done harvest. All we got to do now is bale and pick up more bales. And get the equipment cleaned up, of course. But, yeah, I kind of just let it go, and I check back in every once in a while, and, well, here we are. So, I'm thinking, with what we've got going on already, we've also expanded. We had quite a bit of grain and everything from issues cropping, sold some bales already. We've had, I think, close to 500 bales so far. This pump over here for now, and then this type of run down here because we got all these bales to pick up. But yeah, we've sold some, actually quite a bit. We got a lot, and that allowed us to buy field 10. Yeah, the biggest field on the map. We now own the biggest field on the map. We have plowed it, put lime down, and planted wheat to it, and rolled it. So it's been busy. Also, courseplay was a little messy with planting there for some reason. So I guess field 8's going to do wheat next year as well. So we're going. The plan is right now we're going to have a massive wheat harvest. And I don't think I can. Let's go see here. Wheat. It's July, August, and beans are no. I know there's one map you can overlap them, which is kind of nice. Here's some of the equipment we got to get cleaned up. Some of it's already cleaned up, like our 410 8RT here. So we can get it off the roller here and get it on the planter and get that going on field 1 down there, I believe is what it is. Yeah, field 1. That's all the bales we have left over so far. And we also can get a third cutting off of alfalfa. We still need to go around and pick up all those bales as well. I'm very, very busy. Well, I could be. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see if I get them bales picked up. I need to definitely get but as for all the corn and bean fields, we did put the straw down there. Unfortunately, they're not corn stock or bean stock bales. It's just simply straw bales, which is really fine. Considering the price of straw, even right now, it's not that great right now, but it's still good. Anyways, the price of straw currently is, where's it at? It's somewhere here, I think. Here it is. $727 there in December. And then obviously our alfalfa, which is only $51. But, oh, there's the autosave. As for straw, $727 per bale. That's pretty good. I thought about getting into spinach just because of the price, but nah, I digress. Now, the price of wheat is not great, but... And the total. Oh, where's it at? I know we got dry corn still going. Oh, it's not going to show. It'll be in here. We have. Oh, I guess that's be about 600,000, a little over 600,000 liters of dry corn that we'll end up selling. And then soybeans we have, let's just round up and call it 325,000 liters. Now, dry corn sells for quite a bit. So that'll be a nice chunk of change there in June. Try to offset the cost a little bit. But like I said, we're going to be doing a massive wheat harvest into year 4, I believe is what it'll be. And I did think about upgrading the planter to the DB120 this year, but the issue with that was I wanted a combine. So I'll have to show you the second combine. It's identical to what we have. Another S790. Same identical head, the FD245 Acton head. No corn header though. We're only going to run 1 combine on corn. But we'll run 2 on beans and wheat and anything else that we can use with the flex stripper heads. Have you noticed up here there's a tractor? That is our baling tractor. Let me go pick it up and go get one net wrap. Ah, perfect. I do have it. Now this is going to take a while, I imagine. More about now, if I can just get over here. This is... Oh, there's our second combine right there. It's just on tracks. Like I said, identical. Lime spreader. I don't know if anything needs lime. A few fields might. Yeah, I think these 2 bean fields will. They usually go through lime pretty bad. Yeah, this one might be okay. Let's go run over and check out the other 2 cornfields. I know they're going to need planted for sure. They're not planted, plowed. pH is looking okay on them. Nitrogen will go down with the sprayer. Might run the lime spreader over it just in case. Oh boy, and we're not even remotely close to being done with this field, baling wise. And just hop in here. Total straw bales we've done so far this year. 448. But like I said, quite a bit. And we still have 2 more fields to go. I'll have to sell another thing of little bales just to kind of help the cost with getting fall planting and everything. I guess I don't need to double crop anything, but I could, because you harvest wheat about this same time. I guess it only works with beans to wheat, so that figures. Now I think there's about 100 or so bales in this field. Probably just going to sell off all the alfalfa bales this year. I think there's a couple of the stacks on the straw bales we got. But I'm not too worried about those. Those get sold off with the rest of the straw bales. But I'm pretty sure we'd just be better off just selling all the alfalfa bales. Yeah, we're currently 2x3 with the straw bales. a lot more than that. I don't think we'll have room. Heck, we don't even have room for the straw bales, to be quite honest. There we go. Got the bale refilled. Now, I need to get all the straw bales off the field too. I need to get the bales off of everything. But field 2 is kind of a priority right now, so plows going on that. This is kind of boring season now. And I apologize for not getting anything for harvest season. It was kind of hit and miss, but running again, I'm going to go 24/7 at this point, just trying to keep up with everything, trying to save it at the same time. And with that, we've put in quite a few more hours, so we're at 110 hours now, almost. So, quite a bit of hours for one map, I'd say. But I know people who have a lot of hours and a lot of other maps. But as far as my actual game, I have over 700 hours, I believe, in it. Yeah, 721, 6 hours. 45 hours in the last 2 weeks. That's 45 hours been dedicated to this one. Now, you might question as to why Course Club here is skipping some rows. Well, that's because we ran 2 combines on here, so we'll run them around on the one side the first time around, and then we'll run them back around on the second pass, and reset what the second combine did. Now, I need to get these 2 put away as well, but that's less important right now. We need to get bales off this field. This is not the most enjoyable job to do, especially with how slow the truck is on the fields. It doesn't get any better when you look, because I like to, what I do is, since it's a model loading trailer, is I will get one full load, unload them onto the trailer, and then I will go around again and pick up more bales, so I'll have 2 stacks. Just kind of save time and be more efficient with it, I suppose. There's really no good way to do this, except just do it. And the more I turn, the slower I go, and I'm trying to avoid that, but it's kind of inevitable. I like to try to get the headlands first, but that's always a little bit more difficult. If I get the headlands first, that'll save time. Which makes it doesn't make it difficult, being that there's, I'll watch some of the bales and knock over this. Interesting. But there's what, go 4 times around is what it's, yeah, 4 times around is what it's looking like. It'd be easier if these bales were just, oh, yes we could. Now you get to see what I do. So you just drop the bales on, strap them down, and turn the auto loading feature back on. And fight through the field at about 9, 10, 11, maybe 12 miles an hour. Fight coming off the field too. It's a whole process, but it's when that happens, you don't get no traction. What sucks is I've actually gone into this mod file and I've made it, the base is like maybe 600 horsepower at the max, the Cat C15 engine, but I went in and I made it 1,500 horsepower, and it didn't do hardly nothing for me. And I should also mention, this is now our 3rd truck that we own. midst of harvest, I was trying to pick up all the bales, but everything yielded way better than I thought it would. So I didn't have hardly any time, and hoping the crops would sell off and be able to get a third trailer. That would be awesome. Oh, and also we did upgrade our grain cart. Just let it do its thing. We're gonna go look at precision farming here. And like I said, everything yielded a lot better than I anticipated. Go ahead and clear that off for next year. You guys can't see it, but my top right up here, there is supposed to be an FPS counter, my GPU percentage, my CPU percentage, and my latency. Granted, latency doesn't matter in single player. GPU and CPU are working. My FPS counter is showing a hang for some reason. Again, you guys can't see this either. Doesn't fix it. No, that didn't fix it either. Again, as per every other video, I want to thank everyone who's watched my videos so far. As always, if you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, and share the videos with your friends if you like them. Might call me over-ambitious for making so many videos in 1 week, but currently for me it is early Sunday morning. Like very early if you can't tell up here. So, there's that. I know that FPS camera's not a big deal to a lot of people, but for me it is. I like having it, even though I can do that. I guess I'm getting good FPS. Now, if you're wondering what the two are up here, this is the actual FPS. This is my DLSS, so it just doubles it pretty much. Thanks for the video. It does take quite a while to build up speed. You gotta just kind of go into a straight line. But as opposed to running back and forth, doing it this way to save, I'd say probably at least half the time without having to run bales, drop them off and come back. It would probably also help if I take it out of automatic shifting and put it into manual only. But I have a 60% keyboard, so that's not really a good option for me. I only have so many buttons and I run out pretty quick. And I know I said I was going to focus on the headlands first, but I'm just trying to... The best way I found is just kind of fill the trailer up and hope for the best. Don't turn too much. Like that. As soon as you get some real speed going, it's got a downshift. You lose all your speed. But I guess it gives us a chance. We are only 400,000 in debt at the moment. So go us. slowly turning this farm around into a successful farm yet again. Might take this thing and get some fuel on the way back into the field. Now once you actually get on the road and everything and it gets going, it's fine. It's just fields that no traction. I would say maybe in this video we could get to plowing, but I very highly doubt it. It's gonna take quite a bit to make all these bales. But we can at least get the, before we get back out there, we can get the equipment cleaned up. Now, I think, yeah. The 4 wide here, because that tree's kind of in the way there. Turn it off. Try to match them up as best as I can. Get them on the ground and drop them off. And now we got it back all the way up. Since it is the auto loading trailer, don't want to risk picking up some of those bales, messing up those stacks. And there's those couple alfalfa bales I was talking about. Unstrap them, auto load them back up, turn that off, and just slide them right on over. Drop them right off. And again, I could sell these bales wherever that straw price is at again. Should be right here. Could sell them at 636 a bale, but I'm trying to get the absolute max. I got a little thing. Well, I'm gonna do that now. I should admit, definitely kept it one row. Built it back, just one row and built it back this way, and then down row to row. Yeah, we're gonna see so let's go ahead and pick up these. Let's get a trailer and alfalfa bales. Probably gonna be field 8 for the moment. Like I said earlier, field 10 up here was alfalfa, but I did not need almost 85 acres of alfalfa on top of everything we have. And the original plan here was to leave field 8, if I get it to work, field 8 here to stay as alfalfa, but Horseblade decided to have a reason, I suppose, and say, hey, I'm gonna plant wheat from field 10 through 8 and through 11 and almost to 12, and I stopped it just in time. Luckily, I didn't notice that. Okay, well, 6 bales off that time, so that's not terrible, not great. I don't know if the original fields are gonna get me all the bales I want. If that's the case, we can all pick up some. At least want a load to get sold. I don't think the price is great right now. Now it's 46 bucks a bale. Kind of makes you wonder why I'm doing alfalfa and not harvesting these fields. Well, I've thought the same thing, but these fields are just way too small for the feasibility of a combine coming in here. In my head, I think maybe not. Field 5 might be justifiable, but I don't know. I like the different aspect of having hay going on. And I think once we get free of that, it's fairly funny to load it down. Like I said, you can't turn too sharp with this thing. This trailer is It's great and all, but it's just kind of a pain in the butt. But like I was saying, we might get into cows at some point. I'm not sure if I'll put them down here at 20 or up there at 25, 27. Again, I don't want to have to drive all the way up there, even though it's like a straight shot. But field 20 is right there. Or I might get crazy and say, hey, I'm going to plow up field 20, 27 eventually. But we should have plenty of bales. Now that's field 20, it's just all grass. On the actual map it shows cows, but there's no cow pen for some odd reason. I'm not quite sure. This map's a little iffy when it comes to that, but I've accepted it. Apart from that, this is a great map. I'd recommend anyone who plays on PCs. I don't think it's a console map to definitely go download it. Blocked by an object. No, blocked by Bale, I guarantee it. Is he gonna figure it out? I doubt it. So we'll be 4 bales short off of this field. We did pick up a couple off of field 5 there. That's okay. 4 bales short of that. Okay. Hopefully these 4 right ahead of us. Might be asking, why don't you just unload them, strap them down, and just have to do the straw bales? Well, these ones are going straight to the somewhere. But I will unload them and strap them down. As you see, the difference in tonnage between the alfalfa compared to the straw is, I'm going to say 3 times the amount. 3 times heavier. For a fraction of the price. Like 10 times less. Now, as for all these bales right here, I don't own these. They're on the map, and no, they're not just like run through objects. You hit them all. It kind of sucks. There you go. So, I'll give or take about $6,000. $6,000 isn't bad. But for 34 bales, it does not. It makes it hard to justify to keep doing the alfalfa bales. But I still do them. So I'm thinking eventually we should get into cattle, because then that'll allow us to actually have some purpose for these bales, as well as not have to sell all the straw bales, especially after next year's harvest. Speaking of next year's harvest, I was right. We are going into year 4 next year. And I'm also thinking, you guys will have to let me know down in the comments, if you would want me to start a series on Gage County, Kentucky. That is a great map with a lot of possibilities for a lot of stuff to do. It could be just what I'm doing right now, which is doing grain and hay, which is selling hay for profit, or you just do straight grain. There's there's also the opportunity for cattle in there. Pretty much any animal you want, honestly. The opportunities are endless on Gage County. That is a great map. That is a wonderful map. I've probably spent at least 200 hours of my game time on that map. And of course another 100 on here. But I do love the Gage County map. It is an absolute astonishing map. I cannot remember who released it, but whoever the modder was that released it, he did a good job doing it. He or she. I'm gonna say he because you don't see very many women playing Farming Simulator. All my trailers, actually, to be quite honest. Yeah, you can see the planter going off in the distance there. And like I said earlier, this is our third T800 C15 truck. Like I said, I would like to get a third trailer, especially since how much we did upgrade our crank cart. That's what it is. We're going to see that in just a second. I believe it is in the game cart. Yeah, there it is. The Elmer's Hallmaster 2000 bushel cart, which with my conversion mod only holds about, I think it's 1,988 bushels, but I mean it's 12 bushels off of 2,000. It's not heavy enough for that that tractor to struggle, but it does pick up the rear end of it quite a bit. And I know this has probably been a very boring video for everyone to watch, watching bales get picked up by an autoloader. Yay. Where's the realism? No. If I had a better setup than keyboard and mouse for this, I would definitely pick up bales, but I do not have a joystick for bales. Or not for bales, for a tractor and loader. And nor do I feel like going out and spending the money for one at the moment. And I'm sure you're all hearing the popping noise every so often. That's a beverage. I'm not going to specify what kind, but it's a beverage. Alfalfa is still just struggling. Maybe a little bit more too with how heavy it is. It is almost 85 tons. If those do anything, we can go take a look here, but I'm actually kind of getting pretty annoyed with this. So where's it at? I can never remember where it's at. Gear shift mode, automatic, manual, there we go. That's not the one I want. We need to go driving. Wherever it's at. I can never remember where this dang thing's at. Oh, dang autosave. That's how you know we've been playing for a while, is it's autosaved 3 different times since we started this video. Okay. No. They really need to have a search button for this. Ah, here it is. Numpad minus. I don't know where the heck numpad minus is on my keyboard, if I'm going to be completely honest. That's fine. Oh, dang. I forgot to... No, well, I just saved it again. So, as we've seen 4 saves in this video now. Cool. Anyways, back down to here. Let's just see vehicle, yada, yada, yada. Front loader, game, gearbox, control. Save changes, yes. Downshift to low, low. High for now. Right. They keep the revs high. Who left the course? What? That does not appear like he left the course whatsoever to me. Back him up here because apparently we're missing power on the splash here. What do you mean? I gotta double check. I plowed this one. I don't know if it's because the game's been this is older than that now or what the heck's going on. But it's like on one it does just fine, kind of. It's skipping. But this, I had the same issue up here. And it's that same issue's happened over here now. But it did not happen on this field. And it doesn't matter what I do. Whether I plow, cultivate, and then harrow it. It doesn't matter what the heck I do. It just always does this. It might just be the planter, the actual rows. But I'm really thinking it's the game. Although it's showing down there in the bottom right that it's just all wheat. I don't know what the heck is going on. Oh heck, this might be an hour-long video at this point. Hey, look at him, he's done. Perfect timing. Now we get to take him over and he gets to start it all over again. And that puts our total count up to 499 bales. Just out of the corn being ground. Yes, I did reset it before we started just dropping in the process. There's quite a bit of straw, and I'm gonna regret this decision at some point. I think I already am starting to regret this decision. Spitting out another one. Trying me. Now, it doesn't take him very long to bale at all. 40 minutes, give or take. It's just the net wrap that runs out fast. Yeah, definitely having the manual gearbox is going to help. Definitely burning a lot more fuel though. And I still have 21 more bales to pick up. Yay. That's just me popping my knuckles. Gotta do it every so often. It's starting to hurt after a little bit. Okay. Maybe the manual gearbox was not the right option. It does just definitely skip over gears. It really helps this thing was, I don't know if it's like 6x6. But even being on the grass, it's just way better traction. It's just, I'm sure there's a mod I have, yeah, it's ground deformation mod that I have on. Otherwise, I would be zooming across this field at about 40, 50 miles an hour. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See if I can pick those 3 up there. I need 11 right now. A little wide. So I guess we'll just like I've been doing. Pick up the bales. And once it gets going, it's not bad at all. Four more bales. I got my eye on the prizes. That wide turn there, which wasn't even really that wide, just took all of our speed. And as per every other video that I've uploaded so far, besides the first one. The first one is the only one I think that I've actually partially edited. I just need to find the right editing software. But I'm too ambitious and just want to get the videos out. There we go. There's all the bales. We're now loaded up with 68 bales. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm been too ambitious to push the videos out. So I usually record, upload it the same night. It's usually upload within 10 or 15 minutes as soon as I get done recording it. But if you guys want to see edited videos and not the raw footage, yeah, I know I keep saying just comment. Just let me know. You can always change it up. No need to keep doing what I'm doing. But I like doing the raw, unedited videos. I think it adds a certain aspect to it. And this video is currently already 45 minutes long. Probably going to be pushing an hour-long video. And yes, I know this is not a road. Assuming. I'm kidding. As you can tell by that $6 grand we made earlier, it's, well, it's gone. Which is why we're selling these bales until I got 2 loads, so it lasts a little bit longer this time. Just get the brakes to work a little bit better. bad on that. That rode a little over 6 grand actually. Now I just gotta get all these sold. So we should get about almost 12,000 for all these bales. I should get a little closer to 13. I know that number's going down too quick. So we'll go ahead and get the rest of these bales loaded up. I think there's 34 more out here, but I could be wrong. There's quite a bit out here. I mean, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I was counting 15 right there. And yeah, as you can tell, this ground deformation, deformation, however you want to pronounce it, mod that I have on, definitely does affect the speed. But it has a touch more realism. Although I don't think with no rain and dry conditions doing 15 mile an hour and a hayfield has been cut for 4 days. Especially with the heat. Over 60 degrees consistently every day. But again, I digress. And there's where it planted wheat. Right there. That's where it planted wheat. Right through my field. Going into that field. Not happy. Not a happy camper at all with that. Missed a couple spots baling. Oh well. It's gonna get plowed under. Probably the works on tillage. But I don't know why over here oh, it must be. I betcha if we go back into here and look here at precision farming, it'll be, yeah. Because that's clay into sandy loam. Although, no, well, that's all loamy sand, and it did just fine over there. Interesting. So we get 14 more, no, 16 more, 15 now. 3, 7, 8 down there. Yeah, we're not going to get this trailer up. No chance. I'll be back to that, don't worry. That's why I'm going to speed that. Get some speed going to me. Faster. Yeah, you can tell this is a brand new truck because it's only got 1.3 hours on it compared to all my other equipment. And we've used over half the tank of diesel. Why? I don't know. I feel like we're going to go through at least one more tank, filling everything up. Bale picking up in this episode. So, I'm not sure what the next episode will entail, but I will see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you guys all enjoy the content. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, please. Not please, just like, comment, share, subscribe to the video, and we'll catch y'all later. Thanks for watching.